Hello and welcome back. I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more campaign at EU4. This is the sweet Choson Turtles run. Got some grain provinces. We have really great autonomy over time. Still, 0.2 a month. While at peace. So I'm just going to raise autonomy in anything that has less than 75. Because it's already a state. Even at 4 unrest, this is because we're suppressing. If we weren't suppressing, it'd be at like 9. And I'm not going to leave the army here. It'd be great if there was a button on the top that just says filter out territories or something, you know? I hate when you see, like, you have to actually parse this to see 75% to check to see if it's a territory. It should just not show territories if you don't want it to. Also, yeah, I said that we were going to look around, see if we could do Condottieri, but I didn't do that between episodes. Whoops. Let's do it now. Onoda is fighting against some guy. Doesn't matter. Bohemia's too far away. I don't think we know about that area of the world yet. We are aware about who the Ottomans are. Fighting Serbia. Bruni? Bruni? Bruni. Look at him. He's trying to get off his island. Weird. He's actually going after Bhutan. Crazy dude. So yeah, I think that we're going to wait until our actual truce is up with Ming and go from there. Since we raised autonomy, we can probably pull most of this army home. We'll just suppress with one of the two. Take care of the non-state lands. Are we still a Ming tributary? No! No, we've beaten Ming in 2 wars, I think. We've taken about 6,000 ducats from him. And we've set him on a path of complete failure. He's never going to recover from this. But we're not quite done. This is probably too many troops to be suppressing, honestly. Let's pull our fancy stuff back home and just leave the infantry. Jimmy, have I forgotten anything? If I have, it's Jimmy's fault. It's not my fault. We were making like 50 ducats a month net at one point. What's happened? Rooting out corruption. Right. Call it like 15 ducats increase from advisors, 12 here, that's 27. Yeah, that's basically where the money went. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Make sure I'm not doing anything wrong. Any bad edicts on right now? No. Yep, we have 20 forts because we want army tradition. This is why. It never fails, man. I always look over at chat and there's always like some guy, and I don't mean this, don't take this the wrong way, it's not an insult or anything, but it's almost always some guy who's not a subscriber, which means you're probably a new guy, right? You haven't watched the stream very often, and it's always some guy who's just like, why do you have forts? Forts are bad, you should delete them. And then chat chimes in and says, nope, actually forts are pretty good, and here's why. Or subs to Flurry, yeah, sure. But I know from when we did our campaign together that campaign did kind of change his opinion slightly on forts. Not to the point where he's actually building them, as far as I've heard. But he does build buildings now, which is new. I feel like this 20 ducats that we spend out of 120 is the best percentage of our economy. Like, I would gladly pay for this. Because it gives us this. We had better prosperity. It's almost back. We lost it with the Ming War because he had naval superiority for a while. Kaiser Scout and Senseless. Thank you for your sub, sir. Sirs. Looks like he's building up prosperity again. That needs to end. We don't need to be focused on mill, right? We're definitely not doing a mill group next. I think we're going expansion next at some point. We have very few admin points, so let's just focus admin. Killer bots, thank you for your sub, sir. Naval Arumba? We're not going naval. We don't need naval. And again, this is why we're running those level 3 advisors. Now we're up to positive 3 stab, and we didn't have to pay for any of it. Udegi Separatists. And they actually get up to 7. Espionage? I am so tempted to somehow cheat the game and find a way to like delete specific ID groups from the game and still make it an Iron Man run so people stop trying to suggest it. I feel like we should wait until we're closer to 100 harmony before we begin. There are positive effects to being above 50 harmony, and it's going to take the same amount of harmony and the same amount of time either way. So I'd rather have us stay at a higher average value of harmony so that we aren't, you know, missing out on those bonuses. Looks like it's time for some dev. We're not going to take tech that early. I'm not going to bother turning on state edicts anymore. It's too much tediousness. It's only going to save 5 points per click, which is significant, but it's more important in the beginning of the game. What's your plan for printing press? Well, up until 2 seconds ago, I hadn't even thought about it. We'll probably develop it. Maybe we should have kept those points. Whoopsie. It's okay. We're 11 years ahead of time on all tech. And we generate a lot of points. We have positive income. So we'll probably spawn it in... Let's see. Doesn't really matter. I just want it to be a province adjacent to a high dev province. When someone suggests espionage, we don't ban them. We just get them the mental help that they so desperately need. So Dadia, you're funny. I like you. Now that we're positive 3 stab, I don't want to run higher level advisors anymore. I want to be economic so we can build manufactories. So we're going to go back down to level 1. We need to be making more money. 127 only netting 32 is like 20%. It's just not quite enough. A little over 20%. Espionage next. Send that man help. Let's take, we could take production efficiency guy for the global settler increase. We only have 2 colonists right now, though. I think we'll still just be economic. Let's go with national tax. Alright, there's literally every single core at once, because they were all from the same culture. We have apparently no state slots. That's not true. I disabled the state slot alert, that's why. Because we have states over in the New World. Coring Kyoto. Boom, boom, boom. Wow. He got that up to 18 base tax from his Shogun clicks. 14% devastation. Zone of control over here is pretty bad. With 18 base tax, we should probably give that to the clergy. Is there an estuary there? No, actually. Here, clergy. Enjoy your 18 base tax. This province makes 3 ducats a month by itself. It's pretty good where I come from. Let's also... where's Halakha? Oh, we do actually have one more state slot. Maybe we want to state... this area. Of course we do. Yeah. Remember, if you were to eat all of Ashikaga, wouldn't you get all of the derps as vassals? Yep. Do we want vassals, though? Right now? It is a way to make the total war score cost and the number of wars you have to wage smaller. But, it's So Halakha is the only place with unrest. Let's suppress, we'll just extend some unrest suppression up that way. Not through our subject, because he's stupid. We don't want to help him. Let's go around this way. And Solon is done, and Udegi is done. Okay, cool. Now we're making some money. Since we are completely out of admin points, maybe we do want to run a level 3 admin. And we do have inflation, so let's go back to the inflation guy. Hey, money from the burgers! So much money. Burgers need more estuaries. We don't have any more. Crap. Okay, do we have any provinces that have high autonomy that maybe they want? Like, say, there's random fish province inside middle of nowhere? I guess we could give them just this. That's not enough. Sure, they can have this and the random other fish. What I'm trying to do is get them above 50% so we can take the click without making them mad. Boom! Thank you for your monies. I don't know where they get all this money. Pretty crazy. They're so rich. Okay, looks like all of our ports have been upgraded to at least level 2. We could save up for level 3. We can have up to only 2 level 3 ports right now. I think we just need to keep building manufactories now. What's Ming's mainland unrest like? It's difficult to see if we don't have a border, but looks like... Got negative mandate +4. War exhaustion is at 0.24. AI very hard gives him -2. He still has positive stab. And the corruption's actually helping him out. So, most provinces don't have negative unrest right now. He's still at war. Our truce is up in August of 47. So 1 year to go, and we're just going to straight up attack him directly. So that being said, we should probably... I think I'm actually going to train extra cav just because they're good at looting. They're great loot speed for their force limit. And we're gonna go devastate him a lot, and it's gonna be glorious. We should also unmothball the heavies in preparation for the war, just in case. Cav are bad, but they're great for loot and Ming. Seeing the real you, a 353 air? Not awful. Slightly above average, we'll take it. Sure, why not? I guess I should call him something like that. Not awful. Not great, but you know. Finally, he understood that Cav is good in EU4. You guys. Being consort of the people? This is almost always a good click to take. Even if it's going to cost a lot of money, like... -2 national unrest is so valuable. Once the unrest is completely gone, we can pull the other 20 infantry home. Ilan Hala. One of these days I gotta actually kill this guy. Like, at some point. Did I get colonialism this run? Yeah, we did. We spawned it on the first chance. For real. I know that's a running gag, but no, we actually did. Let's build 3 extra transports so we can be at 40. But we have no sailors, so never mind. Let's do... Really don't want to make docks. Docks take up a very valuable building slot that should be spent on a factory and a workshop. Not every province right now can support 3, 4, 5 buildings. So if I can only support, say, on an example, like these mountains, I want workshop plus shipyard plus manufactory. I don't want to build a damn dock here. We could find the highest dev provinces and build a dock there. We have one in our capital. Actually, you know what we should do is the level 3 estuary market, whatever thing. We have 99 dev here. And this is a 4 province coastal. So just by upgrading this, we'll get an extra whole bunch of sailors. So let's save up for that. Go around the lake. Sure. There's a buildings map mode. I think you're right. I don't know that I've ever actually used this. What does this all mean? All 3 building slots have been occupied. So what, brighter green means more slots? Interesting. I mean, it doesn't really organize it in a way that is by best return, but the fact that there are extra slots to be used is kind of convenient. I mean, it is some sailors. I usually just do this and sort by number of building slots at the top here. But from here, you can't tell if they have a workshop already or a manufactory. You should also dock part of your navy because you are hemorrhaging naval damage. Not really. We're at like above 90%. We're only barely out of sailors, and most likely it's because we are trying to repair the heavies. If the heavies were at full, I don't think we would be losing sailors on a monthly basis. Okay, unrest is not gone. Oh, right, I stopped suppressing. Whoops. All right, let's give it like 3 more months then. These guys can come home though. This is probably the last war where we even need to worry about having naval superiority. Hopefully. Unless we go fight Castile or something. We should probably attack him while he's still at war with Ayutthaya. So, I'm gonna put our army where? We know his army's gonna be way down there. I think we just use Yan as our staging ground. Let's go ahead and just like do that. Why don't we? Oh man, I'm gonna put so much beautiful planning into this. This is gonna be the oh my gad, Ming is burning template. The Omigad Ming is burning template must have extra cav in it, so I think we ended up with what? How many cav? We got 12 cav there. We have 12 cav. So let's do like 4 stacks. 3 cav in this army, plus I don't know how much artillery we have right now, and I can't go to the menu while this thing's open. We've got none there, 11 and 10. So just call it 20. So 5 artillery per each stack. But make it, yeah, no, 5's fine. Actually, I don't think we need all this artillery anyway. I'm gonna go down to 4. Enough to get a 2 bonus on most forts and allow for barrages. And then we want the army to be at max combat width because we don't want it to die. Altogether, we've got 40 plus 21 plus 20, about 80,000 troops. So that's 27. We don't have that many men. It's gonna be somewhere around like here-ish. How about a 14-3-4? 21 stack. The Omigad Ming is burning stack. It's a great one. Off you go. That's too many artillery. 4 artillery? Well, we are going to have to plow through some forts. Okay. And this one has not quite enough infantry if it's going to be a matched army. We need a few extra. A few of those. And the excess 5 artillery. I've been thinking about downgrading our artillery count for a while, and I think we will. Although these are drilled well. Destroying drilled artillery. Can I even? Really? I can. I really can. Not worth it. We don't need the money. Or we don't need those troops. It'll be fine. Don't worry. So for right now, we have 2 and a third that we can use. Build a force limit. We are going to 85. Drill them, then destroy them. Yeah, well, drilling them gave us professionalism, so it's fine. The issue is that we built... In the first war with Ming, I was super worried that we couldn't win battles and that we needed a full back row of artillery, so we really heavily overcommitted to artillery count for this stage of the game. Even now, we still only have 1 artillery fire, and artillery in the back row do half damage, so they do 0.5 effective damage versus our infantry, which do 0.8. Which means, effectively, that our infantry do 66% more damage than artillery right now. Right? Not even factoring in combat ability. So, actually no, I believe they got rid of that Fotino decay. I think that they got rid of that because it was kind of exploitative. Drilling with your leader. It doesn't actually increase death chance anymore, from what I heard. It is free damage, but at the cost of, it costs 3 times as much money. It's not worth the money. We're better off doing other stuff. Okay, and we'll just put the whole navy together, have them protect trade in Beijing, and take a short break here. We'll be back in the next episode for the further continued murdering of Ming. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you soon.